to say, I'm very grateful for Pequea. Very grateful. If you see behind me, you can see that Pequea tedder's back there tedding away. I don't like to run too fast. I'm going somewhere around, well, I'm going 6.8 miles an hour. Could go a tad bit faster. But this hay has been pounded into the ground about 5 times. We've had somewhere around 4 inches of rain on top of it, which is never any good. It's just never any good. So I've got 2 tedders. I got the coon tedder that my nephew is running right now, and he's tedding at one farm. He's got the 7810, and I am tedding this actually this is quite light hay. This ground was given to me to farm this year. The fellow that owns, or not the one that owns it, is actually, this farm is up for sale, but the fellow that farms this, he's gearing up to go out of business. So I'm fortunate enough to be friends with him, and that should yield me several hundred acres more to deal with, which is nice. I'm happy about that, and you know, it's all good. It's all good. Let me see if I can turn up my fan here. It's getting a little warm. But anyways, this is my view for the day. I have approximately 150 acres of this hay on the ground. Now this field is light because, I don't know, he's a good farmer. It's just, as of the last couple of years, money's been tight for him due to family issues, and he just recently lost his father, and his father was a nice guy to me, but you know, some people thought that he was a little grumpy. But anyway, yeah, so he gave me this ground to farm just to get the weeds under control, and he's going to take off a second cut. At least that's what he says he's going to do. It's been down for about a week and a half, and it's just not an easy year at all. But my grass could look like that, and that's another farmer, a different farmer. He didn't even put fertilizer on this year because the price for grass hay has deteriorated in the small bale market to the point where a lot of these guys just couldn't even, they just couldn't even afford to put fertilizer on their hay, which is sad. I mean, to me, it's a crying. We're not all immune to bad times, and I haven't said this to anyone in YouTube world or anyone that I just don't like to talk about it, but I was sued by my ex-wife about, well, it's going on 2 years now. She sued me, and it cost me close to $60,000 in out-of-pocket to lawyers and everything else. It was a very expensive ordeal. I wasn't happy about it, but I got through it. And anybody that knows me knows that I pay my bills. And, you know, I do. I always pay my bills. And, you know, life is what it is. I do have some tractors for sale because I need to sell them. Because I'm buying 2 new tractors in the fall. I'm going to be heading back over to England, and I'm going to meet up with some other English people over there. So I'm hoping to have these tractors sold come October. I'm going to put them in the paper and get rid of them at the 7810, 8120, 4960, and 4230. And then I'm going to take the money from those 4 tractors and buy 2 more of these, because I really like these tractors. They're comfortable, they're smooth, they seem to be quite reliable. Anybody that's owned a 7530, 8530, I'd probably just stick with the 73, 74, 7530s. I actually want to get rid of I actually want to buy a 7930 from over there and get another one of these 7530s in its smaller counterpart, the 7330, because just for fuel economy, I think they're just wonderful. So that's my plan anyway. But yeah, but anybody that's been sued, will know that it's very expensive. I mean, really expensive, and nobody wins, especially if you're being sued by an ex-wife. She didn't win. I didn't win. It was like World War I. Gave up. She stopped suing me. Actually, I just ignored her after a while. And my lawyer says just ignore her, so I did. And things got a lot cheaper after that. And, you know, it's all good. I mean, it's fine. Just really sucks to be sued by somebody that you used to love very much. And I can honestly say that I would have lived the rest of my life with that woman and would have been happy to do so. But, you know, we all have different plans, I guess. I didn't have different plans, but I guess I do now. But anyways, enough of that yammering on. I'm going to be doing this for quite some time. Like I said, I got 150 acres to do. Cody is working up north there, and I'll be working down here. There's 55 acres on this farm, and you know what? I got closer to 200 acres on the ground. Because there's 55 acres on this farm, and then there's 60 acres on this farm, and there's 62 acres over on the other farm that I got to do. And then I remember that I got a 9-acre field that has to be done over by the radio station. So, and plus what he's doing, which is going to be rather a fantastic amount of hay. It is so thick that it was actually choking the mower. I was surprised. But this hay is thin, like I said, and I'll get you into the other field and you can see the difference between this thin stuff and that over there. This was inundated with a creeping Charlie, I think is what it was called, and I put a good hefty dose of 2,4-D and Banville on here and kicked its ass right out of here. I think it's pretty clean. Dad was the one that mowed it, and he said that it was very clean, so there was a couple of spots that weren't, but we'll come back in with a recovery after, I don't know, after it comes back up. I can come back in and hit it with some more Banville or maybe Clarity, one or the other. But anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the rest of this video, which is just going to be me chasing after wet, damaged kitty hens. I decided to talk about baling twine. Baling twine. The variations in baling twine are immense, and most baling twines follow the standard of average knot strength, and there's only a couple of companies that produce baling twine that actually follow a minimum knot strength standard. So if you go and you get Titan baling twine, or even New Holland baling twine, or any off-brand baling twine, what you're getting is an average knot strength twine. So I think I've covered this subject a little bit before, but Crone baling twine follows the same standard as, say, Cordex Agri baling twine. Cordex Agri baling twine runs on the minimum knot strength. So if they make 100 knots and test the knots for knot strength, say for 440-pound knot strength twine, and you know that's where they're expected to be with 440-pound knot strength twine. The minimum knot strength on that 100 knots is 440. Anything below that, that's when you'll see a 400-pound knot strength twine. Whether it's a batch that didn't go up to snuff, they'll sell it at a cheaper rate at the 400 knot strength twine quality. You're probably going to be on the high side. I've seen 425-pound knot strength twine that is packaged, and they claim that is the minimum knot strength. What that is a failure in the mix. And instead of extruding it again, or even just scrapping that run, they'll make up a different label and slap a lower knot strength on those balls of twine, and that's what you'll get. So the Crone twine that I'm using is a 650-pound knot strength twine. I'm baling bales that are 94 inches long, 3 by 4 by under 8 feet, 94 inches. I'm 4 inches under 98 inches, or 8 feet. So, but I run that 650-pound knot strength twine. Now, I have bought 600-pound knot strength twine from Cordex Agri, and it worked wonderfully. I thought it was great. It's a little thicker than the twine is a little thicker than what you will get in you know, in the crone twine. Crone breaks. The crone baling twine, as you're going to see, I'm going to fold this bad boy up. The crone twine actually has a 700-pound knot strength twine, and that will work in my baler. Now, if you go over to say Messick's and purchase either type of this baling twine, whether it's Cordex, which is an excellent twine, by the way, I love them. I'm running the crone twine because that is a higher knot strength twine than what I can get from Cordex. A little more abrasive than Cordex Agri, but it's a good twine. Titan twine, not for me. I won't run it. I'm sorry, I just can't do it. I used to run it. It's a cheaper twine, but in the end, this is it's the old adage: you get what you pay for. And when you're paying a cheaper price for an inferior type of twine, that's what you're going to get. I have to get as much in my bales as I possibly can with as little problems as I can possibly have. And look at that, I got water there. Can you believe that? So if you're happy with say these off brands at 440-pound knot strength twine, just keep it in the back of your mind. That's an average knot strength over 100 knots that they produce with that twine. So some of that twine is going to be 480, and some of that twine is going to be 420. So pound knot strength. So if you would go ahead and buy, say, a 420-pound knot strength twine, that is the minimum, then you're getting basically the cheap off-brand of the 440 knot strength. I like my crone twine. Yes, it is a little more expensive. You have to order it in advance, but no matter what, it's a quality twine. It's going to work really well for your application. You cannot use the higher knot strength twines in, say, the Massey Ferguson Heston without major adjustments to the knotters. New Holland is another one that you need major adjustments in your knotters. So, just be aware. Talk to your manufacturer of your baler before stepping up to a higher knot strength twine than, say, the 550-pound Cordex Agri. Anything over 550-pound knot strength twine, you're really going to have to talk to your dealer, your equipment manufacturer, equipment dealer. They can get you pointed in the right direction. But anyways, I hope that helped you all out. Yeah, my crone baler is a non-adjustable baler, knotter. It's one of those set it and forget it. It doesn't even have malleable steel knife arms. You smack that with a hammer and it's going to break. So it's set for up to 700-pound knot strength twine, which I haven't used yet. I don't feel the need. You know, I probably will when I buy my next baler. That'll be an 8-tie baler, and I'll be putting over a ton of hay in each one of those 3x4 bales. So yeah, so that's the story. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this deal, and probably watching the tedder behind me playing in the wet ground here in Delaware Township, New Jersey. You know, everything seems to be working pretty good though, and it is drying at a phenomenal rate. We got a great breeze, and it's not really hot outside, but the sun's a shining and a good breeze, so life is good again. The sun's a shining. Alright, talk to you tomorrow. Check this dude out. I got my camera, so I don't want to get too close to the little stinker. Well, there he is.
I didn't think we had any black cats.
It's a black cat, alright. Come here, skunky skunk. His tail's up. You don't want to get sprayed. That'll ruin my night. Teresa wouldn't be. Oh, it's a two-striped skunk at that. Let me get up here. I don't know how high them little bastards can spray, but... Well, ain't you cute as a dickens, ain't you? I bet you smell like hell. Hey, tell you something. He's got 2 stripes. You ever notice them damn things are just so clumsy?
No, they don't have to be smart. They stink so damn bad.
That's right. Yep.
Someone wants to eat it.
Yeah, right.